Hello fellow mutants, welcome back to another video. And in this video we're going to talk about who was in the secret writers room that Lucas assembled to fix its Star Wars films. And isn't that the question of the day? So let's read, shall we? After this year's Star Wars celebration, a fan went without Lucasfilm announcing a new movie, but instead a slew of streaming shows. For Disney Plus, fans began to wonder what exactly is happening with the franchise theatrical releases. Jenkins' Rogue Squadron falling off the schedule only except exacerbated those concerns as Taika Waititi's announced Star Wars film seemed less and less concrete. However, the situation seemingly turned on a dime this week, following the surprise report that Watchmen and Lois creator Damon Lindelof was working on a new film with Miss Marvel director Sharman Oldie-Chinoy. Despite outsiders' appearances, Lucasfilm has been hard at work on getting a new Star Wars film into theaters, and it reportedly put together a secret writers' room for after celebration to get the ball rolling. That's interesting. Okay. It says the room had held a 2 week session in July, and at the table were Patrick Somerville, who worked with Lindelof on Leftover and then wanted to create the buzzy Station 11. Raina McClendon, a consulting producer on Lucasfilm, on Obi-Wan Kenobi and writers on the company's upcoming Willow series, and Annie Greenwald, the creators of 2019's Rosario Dawson crime drama Briar Patch, on which McClendon was a story editor, among a couple of other writers. Dave Filoni, a prestige of Star Wars creator George Lucas, who is involved in many of the shows, may have been present. Also in the mix is Justin Brait Gibson, a young and rising writer who worked on Guillermo del Toro's The Strain and counterpart for Stars. Brait Gibson is reportedly writing the script with Lindelof after the secret writers' room concocted a story that could involve characters from the sequel trilogy, but would not be a continuation of the Skywalker saga. However, that will work. And I feel like if they put enough care in whatever story that will take place in this story that will include the Skywalker saga, I feel that it could help get current Disney Star Wars out like one step closer to being out of the pits that it was that is in due to how the sequel trilogy was and how people at Lucasfilm handled criticism of the sequel trilogy. As I stated before, I I don't think the sequel trilogy is the best trilogy. I would love to see something other than Resistance to be in the sequel trilogy era. It doesn't have to be considered Skywalker Saga, but it's something in the sequel trilogy era where it will give us more reason to enjoy the sequel trilogy era, or give us reasons, people who are like me, who is super critical on the sequel trilogy. I care, I care about Star Wars. I want to see Star Wars in its prime. I want to see Star Wars grow. And I don't think that we can really get that if we keep exactly getting movies like the sequel trilogy and Rogue One. Not Rogue One. Well, Rogue One was great. I meant sequel trilogy and Solo. And I will say this, which I've stated multiple times on this channel, in terms of my live streams, I believe, and other people's channels. I do think that Solo's a fun movie. Solo's a fun movie. In fact, it's a decent movie. I mean, I feel like the biggest drag in that movie has to be L3. That droid is the worst part of Solo Star Wars story. But I will say this. Solo was a good movie. It was a fun movie. But as a Star Wars movie, it was And the reason, I know that sounds contradicting, but let me give you, in terms of Star Wars, it's an movie. This is connected to Star Wars. But if it wasn't a Star Wars movie, then yeah, it would be a good movie. And I would die on that hill. But like I said, as long as Lucasfilm learned their lesson from the sequel trilogy and does better, I'm interested in what this new story will be. And I'll enjoy seeing, I would be up seeing people from the Skywalker saga in this. I said before, I would very much like a show, see how did Rey carry the sequel, carry the Jedi torch, the Jedi Academy, right? How does she train Finn to become a Jedi? And then get us, have a show about Rey, right? And then have a show where we get that training, but from Finn's perspective, right? And Finn, and then it's season 2, potentially trying to find his place as a Resistance hero and Jedi, which could be the same thing for Rey if they want to do a season 2. And then essentially have those make a show about Poe, right? And eventually those 3 shows leading into Finn and Rey jump-starting the new Jedi order. And even though Finn is not a Jedi or Force sensitive, he can use his vessel as a way to help Rey and Finn find potential Jedi apprentices for Rey's new Jedi teaching, Jedi Temple. There you go. And I just gave you guys at least potentially 3, potentially 4 shows ideas that you guys don't have to consider as Skywalker saga related, but still, it'd be a good way to continue the story. And if you guys play your cards right, you guys can win people like me over to enjoy at least some aspects or more aspects than the very few things we enjoy of the sequel trilogy. Because I do believe that the sequel trilogy, even though it gets a lot of crap, and I'm one of those people that has given it crap, rightfully so, that it does still hold potential. The movie sucks. The movie sucks a hot mess. Nothing we can do about that. But the sequel trilogy has still potential. And yes, I'm being optimistic. Is it foolishly optimistic? Probably. But it has potential. And I want to see them use that potential. That said, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. And may the Force be with us all.